Hello, beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane, and I am doing your first reading of the week. And the two cards that came in was the Four of Swords and the Growth card. And when I did the readings yesterday, I felt definitely that you are definitely going to be going back from growing and restoring. And those are the words that keep coming in. Growth and restore. Growth and restore. The reason this feels as such is because the energies of the full moon in Gemini are going to be coming in. Not only that, just the last little bit. I mean, it's been an experience. It's later in the afternoon, so I'm having tea with you today. Ginger tea, because we have to uphold the stomach, right? Plus, I've been using it a lot ever since I got sick a little while back, and it just helps with the tummy, right? So you have growth here. Reject stagnancy, to get unstuck, to take action. The choice to grow should be made. Expect growing pains when making huge changes in your life. Change is a natural part of life and cannot be pushed against forever. Change should have aim and purpose. Be courageous. You will blossom. Think of a willow tree. Willows often grow on the sandy bank of highly shiftable and changeable rivers, yet they reach huge sizes, successfully growing and holding fast in an unpredictable habitat. How do they do this? When you see a young willow on the banks for a long while, it just looks like a feeble stick. It may have a few branches and leaves, but at first the trunk will be fine and flexible rather than robust. What we don't see immediately is the root base. The willow spends a lot of time establishing a veritable root city under the surface. These roots are long and strong and very numerous, finding their way into many nooks and crannies, holding onto rocks, other established tree roots, and anything that can help with their stability. These roots go off in all directions, thus securing their position just in case the earth begins to shift. Then, only then, once these root networks have established well enough, does the willow put its energy into further growth. The trunk begins to thicken and widen and harden and travel upwards to the sky. However, as they grow, the branches have little of the trunk's supportive thickness. They have instead the instructions that they must be flexible. Flexible means they can turn with the sun and survive punishing winds that might threaten to topple the rest of the tree. All of this growth is done with purpose and strategy. The waxing lunar cycle calls for growth, but not growth without aim or purpose. When we understand our current position, accept it, and decide to change, we will naturally grow as people. We might experience some growing pains. After all, transformation of any kind, right here, is rarely completely easy and trouble-free. Having a strong intention of what the results of our growth will be helps with gaining the courage and resilience to move forward with our growth and into the eventual blossoming of our true selves. So yes, I feel a long path. If you listen to that willow tree explanation, it's a very long journey before it becomes strong and big and something to reckon with, right? But it grows a long time, and it does it the right way. And I feel that you are doing it the right way, right? You've been doing growth and restore, growth and restore. You're harmonizing to yourself. You want this transformation to be meaningful, to last, and you want to be able to release what doesn't fit and just keep going. So that's what we're going to concentrate on today. All right, my beautiful Pisces. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for coming to visit with me. These are general readings, so please take them as such, okay? And if you feel that energy, it's good. We're here to empower, not disempower. We're here to help you with your own energy, figure out what you need to do and where you need to go, okay? The world. I did mention that a lot in the last couple of days, that I felt the world. I'm trying to see if I actually saw it, but I do. I feel like the world is coming in to try and get you to, yeah, that's it. At the end of the week, right? Your hopes and fears. I said the globe, possibilities. You see, you're not just trying to get to the end of what you're doing. You're actually trying to get to the end so that you can not predict, but plan for the future. I see you knowing what you want the next steps to look like. And that's wonderful. You want those steps to look like something specific. I'm going to drink a little bit. Little confession, you guys. I was downstairs. I was doing my chores, and I started coughing. You know when you just choke on air, and I dried out my throat. So, yeah, hence that's why I got some tea as well. It really feels good. Okay, so the world. This spells completion, an ending for a beginning. So what we're talking about, you know what you want it to look like. And an example of that is I saw something today about planning for the next year and doing it in December. Putting your intentions out. Everybody does it after the new year. Oh, this year I'm going to. And I think this is a good idea. I think for the month of December coming up, we should write down the stuff that we want. First of all, start with the stuff that you did in 2023. What have you done in 2023? What have you accomplished? What need works on? What would you like to add? And then go from there. Okay, and build your vision boards or your journals or your intentions or whatever it is that you do, okay? And have it ready and prepared for 2024. Because I feel within me, you know what you want that year to look like. So it's time to do it, okay? Okay, so you have the Nine of Swords coming in here. So there's a level of anxiety. Let's pull another card with it. I need clarification on that 9. And the Tower. The Tower in this deck is absolutely phenomenal. Do you see this? It almost has a 3 of Swords in it, but it's the power I feel. You see, it comes in as the yellow, but look at the purple electricity coming out of that body. It is truly amazing. And even in the way that they write the Tower, it could almost be the Lovers. I like this. Did you see something here? This anxiety, this pain of the past, this Tower that's coming in is helping you release, okay? Not the Tower that come in. The Tower that came in. And I remember saying that if you don't I remember saying this from the weekend, if you don't deal with what is, that's when the Towers come in. I said it. I said it when the 2 death cards came in. So go back and watch that one. I think it was the full moon in Gemini, but I'm sure I said it. It's coming back. They're telling me. There's the Tower right here. So maybe the anxiety here, maybe what's propelling you as well, is that you want to do this work to get this growth going and this new cycle beginning because you don't want to do this. You don't want this energy. Okay? I do sense like a fear of it for you a little bit though. I feel that while you're trying harmoniously to go through a transition, you're afraid that this is going to come in, that you're going to cause something to topple over. And I can't guarantee that you won't. There's the rub. There's the rub, Pisces. Okay? I cannot guarantee that you won't. I cannot do it. I would love to. There will always be a tower. There's going to be a tower in my life. It's going to be another. I'm sure. I know it. I'm not sitting here waiting for it. But if I lose anybody that I love, and there's still a lot of people, if it's not me, it's going to be one of them. There's going to be another tower. I'm going to be devastated. I'm going to hurt. I'm going to have pain. It's going to change my life. It always does. Things can happen, things that we don't know about. Losing a home, or losing a job, or just losing, right? Can cause this devastation. I feel that's why they want you to grow. Take the opportunities today to grow, to restore and to grow. Okay, don't regret not living your life. Don't regret not taking the moments. That came in with the moon. What you need to do, though, is to bring balance back. Okay? Because just like the World card, the Wheel of Fortune card, 1910, also the Sun, the clarity, right? It brings in, it's going to spin again. Not only that, the balance card says that you need to take from one and add to the other. It's always one to the other. One can't be without the other. With harmony comes disruption. Okay? That's just life. That's how we can tell how great one is and how devastating the other is. More tea. More tea. Okay, I want this one. I want this one. I'm telling you, more cards. More cards. Put more cards down. Yeah. That's a journey. Labyrinth. It's a journey. What I feel here is the uncertainty of life. It's almost like Spirit wants me to tell you, I can't give you any guarantees. I cannot give you any guarantees that it's all going to turn out well. Wow, it kind of sucks, but it doesn't. It doesn't, because the lesson or the big message here, Pisces, is that you have to enjoy right now. You have to enjoy today. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about what's to come. Don't worry about the next tower. Don't worry about anything. It's time to be in the now. Okay? Take what's happening to you right now and bring the harmony into your life. You feel like crap? What do you do to make yourself feel better? You need something fixed? Fix it so that you can be functioning again. Okay? Something needs to be fixed in your life? Fix it. Something needs to be dealt with? Deal with it. If you need sadness, feel sadness. If you have pain, deal with the pain. Life is a journey. It's a labyrinth. You never know where you're going. You never know where you're going to end up. Sometimes you find your way, and sometimes you're completely lost. But the one thing you can be very sure of is change. It's going to keep going. And if you embrace it and you keep going with it, you're going to grow. If you try to hide, towers are going to come and get you anyway. It has a way of doing it. You can only hide for so long. The only thing that you can do is grow, restore. And that's what they're saying. You're growing, it gets hard or whatever, then you take a pause. Action, pause. Action, pause. Action, pause. That's life. That's a journey you're on. Let me see. I'll look for labyrinth. You are on your own path. And the labyrinth represents the simple fact that this journey will take you in many different directions. Unlike in a maze and labyrinth, there are no dead ends or wrong ways. You'll not always understand the route you are on, but you can either choose to be confused or scared, or see it as an opportunity to learn the lessons and discover strengths. This sign encourages you to embrace where you are on your journey and resist comparing yourself to anyone else. Listen to your intuition and use that as guidance to face any challenges. Keep moving forward. The gift of the journey is not the destination itself, it's the experiences and lessons learned along the way that have shaped you into a person who is prepared to reach that destination. Like stumbling upon a labyrinth in a park or seeing one incorporated in a logo, this sign is an invitation to embrace the unpredictability of your own spiritual journey and the growth that comes along with it. Okay? So, yeah, it's about life's a dance. You learn as you go. Sometimes you lead, sometimes you follow. I've said that before. I've told you to listen to the song before. I might put it on a Facebook group, I think. Yeah. So, let's grab another Pisces. Let's do this again. Let's do it again. What else did they have to say? Trust. Oh, I like that. That feels good. Trust, right? As a word. Trust that life is guiding you where you need to go, right? Trust yourself. Develop self-trust. That's a big one too. And joy will follow. You can rely on your own capabilities. Begin to plan carefully for the future. And this is what I was talking about, the journey. You planning, I see this. It's been coming up. Apart from the trust we might develop spiritually with our higher power, self-trust is the basis of all other trusts. Self-trust is surely that we can rely upon ourselves, that our decisions are valid, that we ourselves matter, that knowing ourselves combined with trusting ourselves leads to better, more informed decisions about all aspects of our life, including career and relationships. Self-trust is far more than a flashy show of confidence. It is deeper and farther reaching than that. It is security that at the very core, that no matter what, our wisdom matters, and it is best. It allows for flow and for faith in oneself and the way you do things, moving and choosing in the world. Self-trust is a full acceptance of self. As accepting as oneself becomes easier, thus self-trust will begin to shine. This gives great momentum to anything we choose to tackle or do. Our ancestors saw spring, the great thawing, a new beginning, as a new beginning. They would walk the marshes and plains and find newly laid eggs, more than just a symbol of fertility, new hope. The eggs meant that the worst of the cold was over and that new life was really here. The egg moon was a time of celebration and rejoice. All right. That's perfect. That works for me, Pisces. Let's pull some more tarot here. Just saw the Seven of Cups kind of show me its colors. See, I feel that focus again. That get a sharper image focus on what you want coming up in the future. And again, there's circles showing up here, right? What do you want your labyrinth to be or look like? What direction do you want to send yourself down? What road? Okay, so it's coming in as that, going, where do you want to go? Where do you see yourself? Start planning now, okay? Contemplate and think innovatively. I'm telling you, organization helps a lot with these tower moments too. It doesn't take all of them spiritually, sometimes relationship-wise, those things come regardless. But if you're organized for the future, if you're ready for it, then you know what's coming in. You're gonna feel it coming in. Okay? Because half of it is planning. If you've planned it out, you've got half of the work done. And it's less for surprises. Sometimes surprises are good, but sometimes some surprises are not. So, not only that, just have an idea of where you want to throw yourself, right? Like I know in the upcoming year, I want to move a lot more and I want a plan of action. So set it up. I've gotten an app where I do yoga now every day, and I want to sustain that, but I want to add resistance training. So I want to do that as well. So plan that. Plan those things ahead. I want to, pare down in my home. I want to get the things that I keep, I want them to all have a meaning or a function that is, good with me. There's some renovations I want to do in the house. So I want to write it all down. Some personal stuff, some stuff for the family. I want things to go forward, and there's things that I want get done. It's good to plan them out. Write them out. Have a vision board. Like, put pictures up, to remind yourself. It's nice to want things, but it's great to have a plan. And I feel that's what they're saying. All right, so you have Spirit of Cups, which is the Queen of Cups. Such a beautiful card in this deck. Always they put in spiritually. Oh, I'm having a hard time. Dealing in intuition. There, better. You want to grow and use your intuition in tow. So make sure that you are listening to yourself, and also making sure that you're not burning candle at both ends and depleting yourself. I feel that in the last little while, I think I have been doing that. So I have been depleting myself, so I need to take more time to just stop, breathe. The yoga helps, and it's time, right? It's time to do this. It's time to do the self-care. Remember, restore, and that part of it is what? Meditation, right? Receiving. So don't forget that. That's a very integral and important part. It's not just about planning. It's not just about the journey. It's about harmonizing and syncing with all parts of yourself, including not just air, fire, water, and earth, but also spirituality. There, I finally said it. All right, so the Power to Surrender cards are next. Okay, surrender obsessive overthinking. Nine of Swords coming back in here to speak. If you're obsessing about person or situation, turn the dilemma over to Spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity, even solve the problem. Restore and also intuition, right? So send it out, send it up, and let it go. Okay? Let it go. Obsessive thinking. That is, that should be on your vision board for 2024, everybody. Obsessive thinking needs to take a back seat, a back door, kick it, release that. Get rid of it. Because obsessiveness over anything, it's very destructive. It's very hard. Hard on the system. Surrender to silence. Yeah, there you go. Replace it with silence. Take obsessive thinking and replace it with silence. In quiet meditation, contemplation, there you go, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. So, you know, the cards always say, they end up doing what they're meant to, okay? It's about receiving. So they're really putting the emphasis, because we were talking about growth, absolutely. Life's not guaranteed. You're going to be growing. Sometimes it hurts, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it sucks. But the one thing that we have control over is our restorative power, and to stop ourselves from overthinking. Don't overthink. Don't go overboard with it. And then meditate, be silent, release. Okay, release the over. Life is going to transition. Things are going to continue. People will come and go. Okay, this is the way it is. And you don't have to like everything, but you don't have to obsess over it either. Trust that life will ebb and flow, and that you will ebb and flow with it. Okay? All right. No dead ends, remember? Plan for it, though. Get your sharp focus. It's good. It's good to look. You have a general idea where you're going. You may not always know how or where or when you're going to get there, but you know you'll get there eventually, right? Eventually you're going to get there. Okay. So this is Raise Your Vibe. I trust my gifts, and I'm fulfilled by love. Very nice. Okay. So let's check. Do I have the book here? Oh, yeah. It was hiding in plain sight. I am fulfilled by love. 104. Let's see. We'll see what chakra we're dealing with. It is the Soul Star chakra. Love that. Look at that. When you pick this card, there's a good chance that you experience fear, separation, and heartache in this lifetime. Well, duh. I mean, I'm sorry. I did. You know, we all have, right? Somewhere in your past, you've been made to feel that you have to fight to either be loved or to prove your worthiness, or to receive acceptance of others. And this has encouraged you to close off and shield yourself from hurt. For a long time, you've spent time and energy revisiting old wounds in an effort to build yourself back up and move forward into a new experience. And this is what we're talking about, right? The new experience. You are now at a crucial point in your spiritual journey where you have realized that love isn't something you have to work for or search for, but your divine inheritance. You have recognized that it doesn't just come through relationships or external experiences, but it's your natural state of being. You're realizing that fulfillment doesn't come through anything external either, but the recognition that you are a spark of magnificence from the heart of the universe. You are part of the bigger picture. You are love embodied. I love that. That's great. So, again, this is about trusting your gifts, right? This is I trust. Remember, look, I trust. Look, the words here. It's too far. But trust. I trust my gifts. So, let's take a look at and see what that has to say as well. Okay. So 54, and it's a solar plexus. Okay, this is solar plexus, the color. I love these because they're all linked to chakras. All linked to chakras. You have a unique combination of skills and talents. There is no one in this world quite like you. All of the circumstances you have faced and all the challenges you have overcome have allowed you to reach deep into yourself and uncover your strengths. For this reason, there are parts of your story that can be a great light to the world, tender aspects of your inner healing and transformation that can act as inspiration for others, which is as it should be, because gifts aren't gifts unless they are shared. Sharing your gifts often takes confidence and bravery, but when you realize that you have the opportunity to be of light, service, and inspiration to others, it brings a whole new meaning to sharing the talents that you were born with and the skills that have refined over time. If you've been asking the universe how you can be of greater use, tune into the story and realize whatever you have faced and overcome holds the key to embodying an even brighter light and shining it out in the world. And this is it. When you plan, you're going to use all your gifts, all your tools to plan out the future and the things that you want to do. Okay? To maneuver you through the labyrinth, to help you through the hard times, and to help others. You're helping others as well, not just you. You're helping yourself as you're helping other people as well as yourself. All right, so let's take from the Weiss Bell Tarot. Two of Cups. Friends with the Lovers card, right? It's all about you harmonizing. Masculine, feminine. Darkness to light. And the Tower. Because if you don't, the Tower, right? Another for the Tower, please. Yeah, and the card falls to the ground. So make me, yeah. See, the King of Cups came with it. Okay, so I feel that just if you don't doing, it's like inviting a tower over, and it's denying the mastery of being able to be calm in the storm. Okay, so whatever towers happen to you in the future, you're going to be able to handle. Because you're going to have the mastery of the King of Cups coming in going, I know how to handle this. Remember you guys, I know I keep bringing it up, but remember you guys when I got sick and I told you in the middle of it, I was calm. This is the thing. This was, oh God, I hope that didn't happen just so that I could do these readings because that's kind of, ow. But anyway, no, I'm sure it hasn't. I needed to find that lesson as well, you guys. Not saying that. Yes, please, don't hurt me, Spirit. But, This is definitely about becoming a master of this, okay? It's being able to handle the rough parts. It is being able to handle the rough parts. It's being able to go and restore oneself when things happen. And it's not because you can't feel it. It's not because you're not going to hurt. You're not going to feel the pain. It just means that you're going to become really good at growth. You're going to be able to grow faster, move better, do better when the SHIT hits the fan. Okay? When these happen, instead of living in here, you're going to be here. That's the difference. It goes from anxiety to towers and calm. Okay? You have the Two of Cups, the Tower in the middle, and the King. This means being able to handle unexpected things. Okay? And if I was doing a personal reading and you had a Tower with these cards with it, this would be a good thing. This would be a good unexpected thing. This would be even, I would even say it's like love hitting you straight in the heart center. And I don't know I'm saying this, but I do know I'm saying this. It's because that's what it means for you. It means in the middle of hurt and pain, you can feel love. There's unexpected love that comes out of you through the pain. And you're going, how can I feel love at such a time? You can, and you will. Okay, you will. I know, sounds strange. And it feels strange when it happens. It feels even stranger when it happens. Because you see, Pisces, we're used to feeling a certain amount of feelings. The corroborating feelings for the event, right? Sickness, fear, unwell, illness, low, sad, hurt, angry, whatever, all of those. And then suddenly you feel love and gratitude and you're going, wait a minute, that's not supposed to be inserted here. But yet it is, okay? When it starts seeping into the different parts, when you get angry at somebody and you can see their pain, because let's say you're getting into an argument, you can see that they're attacking you because there's pain inside of them and you feel compassion and love because you're thinking they're hurting so bad right now that they have to hurt others. And you feel love instead of anger and just, well, you might still feel anger, but in the anger you can still feel love and compassion. It kind of hits you sideways because you're not used to it. And don't worry about it. These are the things, okay? You're fulfilled by love. So remember that. When you start feeling weird stuff, pain, you'll still feel the original emotion. But the thing is that it's gonna feel different. Supermoon, as soon as I saw this, and regardless of what it says in the book, this is what I heard. Supermoon makes everything multiplied, intensified. Not multiplied. Yeah, multiplied. Intensified. This is intensity. Okay? This is what I feel. You are growing in intensity, but in the right direction. In the right way. In love. So let's take a look. Supermoon. Success. The supermoon is a card of achievement and success in your endeavors. However, you will be expected to work hard for these achievements, as nothing is going to be handed to you on a plate. Obviously, this year has been a real... I know it's been a year of assessment, but it's been work, you guys. You have to admit, I feel like I've worked so hard this year. On myself, on the readings, on everything. And it's not that I've gained a lot of momentum. I'm not really, like the achievement bar for certain things feels like it's not, going overboard. But I feel like I've accomplished so much. I have grown in leaps and bounds. Okay? So this card declares there's a time of triumph at hand, and this success could come in any area of your life. Love, career, business, family, adventure, everything, you know? And when it's present, this right here, when it's present, know that you're about to experience a kind of power surge. It only comes from victory. So, maintain a steady progress towards your goal. But don't rush ahead or you will risk burnout. And that's what it's talking about. I feel the Restore card that's hiding underneath here now is reminding you of that. Make sure that you take time to replenish, restore and replenish. There's a sense of fate or destiny to this and the achievements that it represents to you personally. Take it as a sign that you're on the right path and you will eventually emerge triumphant from all that hard work. And I do. I still feel like 2024 is the card of work, but I feel like it's more a focus. You're gonna go into really sharp focus in 2024, and things are gonna really start moving and shaking for you. Anyway, my beautiful Pisces, that's it for today. This is Monday. This is you this week. This is what you're looking at. So, what did we talk about? We talked about planning. We talked about getting the tools so that no matter what happens, you are calm. You are in your heart center. Okay? It's about releasing a lot of that. Knowing that life is unpredictable. There are no guarantees. There'll always be change. But if you harmonize with yourself, you can get yourself through most of the things. Victory is at hand. Just make sure to take good care of yourself. All right, my beautiful Pisces, that's it. I'm sending you a lot of love, life, and blessing, and life, love, light, life, and blessing. And I will see you tomorrow. Take good care of yourself. Bye for now.